Hi folks, Arvind here. Welcome to my channel. In this channel, we talk about various cloud native softwares and automation technologies along with its features. My favorite part of videos is the demo section, so every video of mine includes one. Today's video is all about Docker containers or just containers. People do use this interchangeably because Docker was one of the first container engines that did really consistently well. We are also going to look at how to spin up containers and its different features. Before we dive into it, let's take a step back and look at the history of containers. If you do want to jump ahead, I have timestamps in the description below. At first, we had bare metal servers where we had to set up the server, set up networking for it, and install the OS on it, and then run your application. Then came virtual machines, where you can actually run a hypervisor on your bare metal server and run multiple virtual machines on a single server. This heavily improved the utilization of the server. So what is a container and what problem is it solving? Before the container world, if we had to ship an application to production, the operations team needed to spin up a bare metal server or a virtual machine, install the right dependencies on it, and then finally help the developers run the application on it. But containers bridge the gap between operations and developers. For example, you can create a Docker file and specify the specific versions and dependencies, and then just give it to a container engine and it will spin up the application for you. It also runs the same way as it runs on your laptop or a virtual machine or a bare metal server. So it definitely streamlined the process of shipping an application to production. So what's the definition of a container? The container is actually a way to package your applications along with its necessary dependencies and configurations. Hope you're liking this video so far. If you do, smash that like button and let me know in the comment section below. Containers basically need to be stored somewhere. So that's where container registries like Docker Hub, GitHub Container Registry, and others come into the picture. There are two types of container registry. One is the private one and the other one is public. Usually companies have their own private registry, and then the public ones are where the common images are stored like Python, Ubuntu, CentOS, and so on. Alright, now let's jump on to a demo section. If you do want to install Docker, search for get Docker and you should end up on this page. You can pick the OS you're on. So let's say if you're on a Linux host, either CentOS or Debian or Ubuntu, and then follow the steps based on that. I'm gonna skip the install because I've already installed it on my Mac. Once you do the install, you can run docker run hello world, and that should actually confirm if your Docker instance is running fine. So the first time it will actually pull an image, and then after that it just says hello world. The installation appears to be working correctly. So as long as you get to this, you are on the right track. In today's demo, we're going to be running a Python Flask app on Docker container. The app directory will have two files, the app.py with the Python code and the requirements.py file which has the specific Flask version. This is where you specify any other software dependencies that you have, and then the main file for us is the Docker file, which is actually used to build the image. As you can see, it's got the Python image that we're going to use. We will also be installing the dependencies in the requirements.txt file using pip. And then to run the app, we'll use the Flask run command. Now let's go ahead and build the image. We will call it python-docker :latest. Once the image is built, we will run the container on external port 5000. The internal port is also 5000, as you can see. Now let's do a quick docker ps and make sure that the container is running. Once the container looks healthy, let's do a curl command and check if the application is healthy and responding. Looks good. You can also hit localhost :5000 on the web browser and check if it's reachable there. As you can see, it responds with hello from Flask and Docker, which is what we specified in the app.py file. So with containers, we're actually creating a super fast microcomputer that runs on any OS on top of these bare metal servers or virtual machines. And that's it for the demo section. If you did like that video, Hit that like and subscribe button and let me know in the comment section below. See you in the next one.